morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. People above 18 to receive booster doses against COVID-19. Cabinet approves action plan to prevent non-communicable diseases. About 1.1 million people engaged in labor in Nepal. Child labor still in practice in the country. Government confirms 666 new cases of coronavirus. Virus claimed 14 more lives yesterday. White House wants Americans to leave Ukraine within 48 hours. Biden coordinates with European allies on response to Russia. And Mbappe gives PSG late goal over Rennes, wins in the dying seconds again. Now the news in detail. The government has decided to administer booster doses against COVID-19 to every eligible student above the age of 18. The decision was announced by Minister of Health and Population Birod Khatiora on Friday on the occasion of making public the progress report of his 100 days as a minister after assuming office. Minister Khatiora said that the booster doses and second doses of COVID-19 vaccine will be administered to everyone above the age of 18 from February 13 after showing their vaccination cards. He said that the government is preparing to administer vaccines to as many as 3.4 million children as well. Minister Khatiora also said that the vaccines will be distributed to all pregnant women who have crossed their first trimester. Similarly, decisions have been made to administer vaccines to children aged 5 to 11. Minister Khatiora said that the vaccination centers placed in big hospitals and densely populated cities have been administering vaccines on a daily basis. He also said that the cabinet has approved the multi-sectoral action plan to prevent and control non-communicable diseases, procedures for providing medical treatment for kidney transplant, cancer patients and patients with spinal paralysis, draft of the National Health Finance Strategy, plans for national eye health among others after he assumed office. A joint report prepared by the Central Bureau of Statistics of the National Planning Commission and International Labour Organization states that nearly 1.1 million children are involved in labour, of which 0.2 million children are involved in its worst forms. The statistics reveals that child labour is still significant, although the overall trend is declining in Nepal. In 1996, 1.6 million in 2008 and 1.1 million in 2018, some improvement has been witnessed in reducing child labour over the last one decade in Nepal. However, a report has found about 1.1 million children still working in areas such as brick kilns, carpet factories and entertainment business, among others. Agriculture is found to be the sector with highest percent of child labour, and Dalit children constitute the highest proportion based on caste and ethnicity. The report assesses the status of child labour and it opens the door to implement the second National Master Plan on Child Labour recently endorsed by the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 666 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 972,141, while the number of active cases has increased to 29,004. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 930,607 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 11,878 after the virus claimed 2 more lives yesterday. Nepal is currently among top 56 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 79.24 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 42.58 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 408.67 million people across the world and claimed over 5.81 million lives. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. A top United States official has warned that the Russian military is in a position to invade Ukraine within days and urged Americans to leave the country immediately. Jake Sullivan, U.S. President Joe Biden's national security advisor, said at a White House media briefing on Friday that U.S. observations and intelligence show Russia has all the military elements in place needed for an invasion of Ukraine. A rapid assault on the city of Kiev, beginning with an aerial bombing campaign, is a possibility and could come before the end of the Winter Olympic Games in Beijing next week, Sullivan said. We can't pinpoint the day at this point and we can't pinpoint the hour, but that is a very distinct possibility, Sullivan said, cautioning the US officials still do not believe Putin has decided to invade. The US continues to seek a diplomatic outcome to the crisis. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Kylian Mbappe scored in the 93rd minute as Paris Saint-Germain beats Rennes to go 16 points clear at the top of Ligue 1 before the weekend's game. The encounter looked to be heading towards a goalless draw, with the host missing a number of chances. However, in the third of 6 minutes added on, Lionel Messi got away from a defender before finding Mbappe, who fired home. The victory means PSG have won 18 of their 24 league games, losing once. Mbappe, 23, hit the post just before half-time and hit the ball in the net in the second half, but it was ruled offside by VAR. Second half, Marseille at the Mels on Sunday. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. People above 18 to receive booster doses against COVID-19. Cabinet approves action plan to prevent non-communicable diseases. About 1.1 million people engaged in labor in Nepal. Child labor still in practice in the country. Government confirms 666 new cases of coronavirus. Virus claimed 14 more lives yesterday. White House warns Americans to leave Ukraine within 48 hours. Biden coordinates with European allies on response to Russia. And Mbappe gives PSG late goal win over Rennes, wins in the dying seconds again. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.